As someone who has spent many years observing how the body changes with age, I want to share something that many people are never clearly told after 60. It is not dramatic. It does not happen overnight, but it quietly influences how you sleep, how you feel during the day, and even how your body stores weight. There is a natural stress hormone in the body that plays an essential role in keeping you alert and helping you respond to daily challenges. When you are younger, your body usually keeps it in a very balanced rhythm. It rises in the morning to help you wake up and gradually lowers in the evening so you can rest. But after 60, this rhythm can begin to shift. Instead of following a smooth daily pattern, it may stay elevated longer than it should, especially during the evening hours. And when that happens, the body can begin acting as if it needs to stay on guard, even when there is no real reason. This is often when people start noticing changes. Sleep may feel lighter or more interrupted. The mind may stay active at night, going over small details or planning ahead. Energy during the day can feel less stable, and many people notice that weight around the midsection becomes more stubborn, even when their habits have not changed much. These are not random changes. The body is simply responding to signals that are no longer fully aligned. What makes this more challenging is that many approaches only focus on individual symptoms. One solution for sleep, another for energy, another for weight. But when the underlying rhythm is off, those solutions may not feel complete. That is why I want to focus on something different today. There are natural herbs that have been studied for their ability to support a more balanced stress response. They do not force the body into a certain state. Instead, they gently guide it back toward a rhythm that feels more natural. In this video, I will walk you through 5 of these herbs. We will start with the most gentle option and gradually move toward the most impactful one. Each has its own role, and together they offer a more complete picture of how to support your body after 60. Make sure you stay until the end, because the final herb has shown some of the most interesting results when it comes to restoring balance and supporting long-term well-being. Before we begin, I would like to ask you a simple question. How old are you? If you feel comfortable, share it in the comments. Many people find it encouraging to see others on a similar path, and it helps create a sense of connection here. Now, let's begin with herb number 5. Lemon balm is often overlooked because it seems so simple. Most people think of it as just a mild herbal tea with a pleasant taste, something you might drink occasionally to relax. But when researchers began looking more closely, they found that it may offer more support than many expected, especially in the evening hours. One of the most common challenges after 60 is what I would call evening restlessness. You finally sit down to relax. The day is done, and yet the mind does not fully settle. Thoughts keep moving, small concerns feel bigger than they should, and when you go to bed, instead of drifting off naturally, you find yourself still thinking. This is where lemon balm may help. Rather than forcing you to feel sleepy, it seems to gently support the nervous system so it can shift into a calmer state on its own. Many people describe it as taking the edge off that constant mental activity without making them feel dull or heavy. Another reason it works well for older adults is how gentle it is. Some supplements can feel too strong or cause discomfort, especially for the stomach. Lemon balm, on the other hand, is generally well tolerated and may even support digestion, which is an added benefit for many people. The way you use it can also make a difference. A simple method is preparing it as a tea. Using dried or fresh leaves, letting them steep in hot water for several minutes, and drinking it about an hour before bedtime. This gives your body time to respond as you gradually wind down for the evening. Timing matters more than people think. If you take it too late, you may miss the window where your body naturally begins preparing for rest. But when used at the right time, it can become part of a smooth transition from activity to relaxation. Many people find that combining lemon balm with a simple evening routine enhances the effect. Something quiet and consistent, like reading a few pages of a book, listening to soft music, or doing light stretching. Over time, this creates a pattern your body begins to recognize. When that pattern becomes familiar, relaxation comes more easily. Another important point is consistency. Using lemon balm occasionally may feel helpful, but using it regularly for a couple of weeks often leads to more noticeable changes. The body responds best when it is given steady signals rather than occasional ones. If lemon balm feels like a gentle first step, the next herb offers a more structured form of support that works throughout the day. Now let's move on to herb number 4. Holy basil, often known as Tulsi, is very different from the basil you might use in cooking. It has been valued for a long time for its ability to support balance in the body, especially during periods of ongoing stress. What makes holy basil especially interesting is how it works over the course of the day. Instead of only helping you relax or only giving you energy, it appears to support a more stable rhythm. Many people describe feeling more steady, as if the highs and lows throughout the day become less extreme. This matters more than it might seem. After 60, one of the biggest challenges is not just feeling tired, but feeling inconsistent. Some moments you have energy, and other moments you feel drained without a clear reason. This can often be linked to how the body is responding to stress signals. Holy basil may help smooth out those fluctuations. Another area where people notice changes is around the midsection. While there are many factors involved, the way the body processes stress can influence how it stores energy. Supporting a more balanced internal response may help the body shift away from that pattern over time. What is also interesting is how quickly some people begin to notice a difference. Within a couple of weeks, situations that once felt overwhelming may start to feel more manageable. It is not that problems disappear, but your response to them becomes calmer and more controlled. That alone can have a powerful effect on daily life. Holy basil is most often taken in capsule form, usually earlier in the day. Some people prefer taking it with breakfast and lunch, allowing it to support them during their most active hours. There is also the option of drinking it as a tea, though the effect may feel more subtle compared to a concentrated extract. Consistency, once again, is key. The body responds best when it receives steady support over time. Taking it regularly allows these small adjustments to build into something more noticeable. While holy basil helps create balance throughout the day, the next herb focuses more directly on resilience and mental clarity. Let's move to herb number 3. Rhodiola is a plant that grows in some of the most challenging environments on Earth. Because of this, it has developed properties that help it survive under constant pressure. These same properties are what make it useful for supporting the human body. What makes rhodiola unique is that it does not push the body in just one direction. Instead, it helps the body respond more efficiently. When you need focus or energy, it may support that. When you need to recover, it helps prevent that drained feeling that can linger after stress. Many people over 60 describe a very specific change when using rhodiola. They often say that they feel clearer, not overstimulated, not restless, just more present and capable. Tasks that once felt tiring may start to feel more manageable. There is also often a noticeable improvement in how people handle daily challenges. Situations that would normally create tension may feel less intense. It is as if there is more space between the situation and your reaction to it. That space is important. It allows you to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting automatically. And over time, this can reduce the overall load on your system. Rhodiola is usually taken earlier in the day, often in the morning, because it can feel slightly energizing. Taking it later may interfere with your ability to wind down at night. Starting with a smaller amount and gradually increasing it is often a good approach. This allows you to observe how your body responds without overwhelming it. Another useful strategy is to take breaks after several weeks of use. This helps maintain its effectiveness and prevents the body from becoming too accustomed to it. Many people follow a pattern of using it for several weeks and then pausing briefly before starting again. What is especially valuable about rhodiola is that it supports both the mind and the body at the same time. It is not just about feeling calmer or more energetic. It is about creating a more efficient response to everything you experience throughout the day. While rhodiola supports you during active hours, the next herb focuses on something equally important: how well you rest at night. Now let's move to herb number 2. Magnolia bark is less commonly discussed, but it has drawn attention for one very important reason. It appears to support the body during the transition into sleep in a way that feels natural rather than forced. Many people after 60 describe a similar experience. They feel physically tired, but when they lie down, the body does not fully let go. The mind may stay alert, or there is a subtle sense of tension that makes it harder to settle. This is where magnolia bark may offer support. Instead of simply making you feel drowsy, it seems to help the nervous system shift into a calmer state. This allows the body to move into sleep more smoothly, rather than being pushed into it. That difference matters. When sleep comes naturally, it tends to feel deeper and more refreshing. And over time, better rest can influence many other areas, including mood, energy, and even how the body manages weight. Magnolia bark is typically taken in the evening, not long before bedtime. Giving it about 30 to 45 minutes allows it to begin working as your body prepares for rest. Some people choose to combine it with magnesium, which is also known for supporting relaxation. Together, they can create a stronger sense of calm without feeling overwhelming. Another important point is how people feel the next morning. Unlike some approaches that leave you feeling heavy or slow, many report waking up feeling clearer and more refreshed. This suggests that the body is moving through more natural sleep cycles. Over time, consistent use may help the body become better at settling on its own, even without relying on anything long-term. Now we come to herb number 1. Ashwagandha has become one of the most talked about herbs for a reason. It has been studied extensively for its ability to support how the body handles ongoing stress and to help restore a more balanced internal rhythm. What makes it stand out is not just one effect, but how many areas it seems to influence at the same time. People often notice improvements in how they feel during the day, how easily they fall asleep, and how steady their energy remains. It is not a sudden change, but a gradual shift toward feeling more balanced. Ashwagandha is commonly taken daily, often split into 2 smaller amounts with meals. Starting with a lower amount can help you understand how your body responds before increasing. One of the most noticeable changes people describe is a sense of stability. Instead of feeling pulled in different directions throughout the day, there is a more even, grounded feeling. Challenges are still there, but they feel easier to handle. Sleep is another area where changes are often reported. People may find that they fall asleep more easily and wake up feeling more restored. This can create a positive cycle, where better sleep leads to better days, and better days lead to easier nights. There is also growing interest in how ashwagandha may support mental clarity. As the body feels more balanced, the mind often follows. Many people describe thinking more clearly and feeling less overwhelmed by small details. What is especially important is that this is not about forcing the body into a specific state. It is about supporting the systems that help the body regulate itself. And that is where the real value lies. Now, when you look at all 5 of these herbs together, something interesting becomes clear. Each one works in a slightly different way. Some support relaxation in the evening, others help create stability during the day. Some improve resilience, while others focus on rest. Because of this, many people choose to use them thoughtfully throughout the day. For example, something more supportive in the morning, something balancing in the afternoon, and something calming in the evening. This creates a full day approach rather than focusing on just one moment. Of course, the most important thing is to listen to your body. Everyone is different, and what works best for one person may need adjustment for another. Starting slowly and observing how you feel is always a wise approach. After 60, supporting your well-being is not about quick fixes. It is about creating small, consistent habits that allow your body to function more comfortably over time. When the body feels more at ease, many other things begin to improve naturally. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing so you do not miss future videos where we explore simple, practical ways to support your well-being as you get older. And if this resonated with you, share your experience in the comments. It may help someone else who is going through the same thing. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video.